All right, y'all. The pick is in. The Cowboys select. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Sam Williams, defensive end, out of Ole Miss. Now, N'Kobe Dean on the board. I would have made the layup and took him, but he's falling. Something teams know something that we don't. Christian Harris on the board. I would have made the pick, but the Cowboys said this is a Dan Quinn special. Again, what we're gonna do on this channel is make sense of these picks. I know Cowboys fans, I won't say they aren't happy with this pick, but it's like, why is Williams? We could have went receiver. We could have went Jalen Tolbert. We could have went, and you had some guys that you had targeted go right before you. But when it all boils down, this was a Dan Quinn special. Now let's talk about the athlete. Let's talk about the good first. First team All SEC. Like Dallas already took a small school guy, and from Tulsa. There's no way they were gonna go another small school guy. So the Moomas of the world, the Troy Anderson, that was out. It just was. But Dallas said, hey, let's go with a guy who's played in big time games. The Alabama game, Sam Williams showed up. The Tennessee game, Sam Williams showed up. Sam Williams is a good football player. The way he hustles, the way he gets to the football, the motor, the edge. I saw a stiff athlete. I remember I tweeted that. And I was watching him do the drill work with Dan Quinn, and at times I saw the hip stiff. But I will say the motor, the play strength, and the ability to play the run is there. Like he's a stout athlete. So let's talk about the concerns. The concerns are this. Had the issue in high school, had the issue at Ole Miss, got kicked off the team for the sexual thing, and then obviously the charges were dropped. The off the field is real, and this is when Dallas says, I don't care about that. We love the player. We'll figure out a way to put our arms around him, and Dallas has been doing this for years, and that's what the Cowboys are going to do. Now, 12 sacks is hard to not draft, especially when you lost Randy Gregory. You don't know what you got in in DeMarcus Lawrence down the pipe. So you say, you know what? We're going to take a flyer. And I wouldn't even say it's a flyer because I want to be very, very clear. This guy can play. Period. I want to be very clear. Tyler Smith can play. Like, these are good players, guys. They're actually really good players. Now it's going to be on the coaching. One thing I will say to leave on this positive note, and I mean this, because when you watch Sam Williams play, if there's one person that I trust to get the most out of Sam Williams, and now with Micah Parsons and Sam Williams and Jabril Cox hopefully healthy, and we still have a lot of picks left, and there's still a lot of good athletes, and the sad thing is, two guys that I had targeted, Pearson Pickens, the receivers, and Sky Moore, there was a run, so you got kind of wiped. But one thing I will say, I do trust Dan Quinn to get the most out of this player. I do. I trust Dan Quinn. I'm not worried at all. Okay, I'm lying. I'm not gonna say I'm not worried at all, but I will say this in all seriousness. The Dan Quinn special is real. If there's a person that I trust to get the most out of an athlete, is Dan Quinn. The centimeter of worry is just the off the field. But if he comes to work every day, if he's ready to go, he already looks like Micah Parsons. If he takes from Micah and he really jumps in his bag, if he jumps in his duffel, we could look back on this pick and say, man, Dallas got better. Okay? Second round player with first round ability. We know why he fell. But you can't lie with the first team All-American. If you're a first team All-SEC, you can play football, period. I have him, if we want to be completely honest, I like him a little bit better. If you're just talking pure pass rush, I like him a little bit better than Jermaine Johnson. But the other things is why he fell. Dallas took a flyer. Let's see what happens, guys. And we still have a lot of draft to get to. But Sam Williams is a Cowboy. Let's bring him on in here, guys. Pick 56. You guys stay with me because I'm coming, man. I'm coming with that heat. Like I said, the hands, the finish, the motor, the 12 sacks is real. And the tackles. Like the TFLs lets you know what type of player this guy is. Off the field. That's the centimeter of work. It's your boy Foots. Hey.